What's up, kinfolk? Let's begin CPR. It's the comedy political rodeo show brought to you by the Armor community, where we discuss crime, politics, or reality. This episode features now control your pulse. Relax your mind. Stay tuned because
I'm gonna CPR all over you.
Well. I guess y'all can't get enough of this funky stuff. Welcome to the second episode of CPR. Let's begin with crime. Who can best get away with crime better than the friendly neighborhood boys in blue? I believe that cops secretively mean criminals operating with poor standards. Y'all check this out.
Police officer is being investigated for excessive force in Peekskill after a disturbing video surfaced appearing to capture a violent arrest. The video shows a man being tased, kicked, and screamed at by the officer earlier this week in Riverfront Green Park. And now the man's mother is speaking to Eyewitness News. Marcus Solis is live in Peekskill with much more on the story. Marcus.
The recording picks up with the man already on the ground. The officer in question deploys a taser multiple times while yelling for him to lie face down.
Get on your face.
The officer kicks the man and the N-word is heard, though it's unclear who says it. The violent struggle continues for a minute and a half.
I was devastated because my son is a young man. He's had some emotional issues at this time.
Barbara Simpson says her son, 42-year-old DeMar Fields, would not resist arrest.
Now, good folk, ain't nothing funny about this one, so I'm not going to joke. However, it does need to be exposed, and you all have been doing a good job by recording these criminals. However, on the other hand, this next one could use all the laughs in the world. Let's look at what happens when the so-called city finest waddle in so much dirt that Ajax won't even take off of them.
A Charlotte County deputy finds himself on the wrong side of the law. Now he's facing federal charges, accused of sending inappropriate texts to a minor. ABC 7's Alexandra Todd joining us live in the studio now. And Alexandra, the former Charlotte County deputy is accused of sexting a 10-year-old girl.
That's right, Stephanie. James Ford rearrested Friday by federal agents. He's now facing charges of harmful communication with a minor. That is due to the fact that he's accused of using TikTok to message a 10-year-old little girl living all the way in Texas. Little girl telling investigators a man online asked for nude pictures of her and sent her photos of his genitals. Investigators in Texas using one of those images to connect the account to Ford. At the time of his arrest, Ford broke down and admitted to asking for inappropriate pictures and videos of the child.
Like we say in the South, pig pussy make pork. And this little piggy went to the market seeking the youngest piece of tenderloin that he could find in the freezer. Why, the last time we heard about a public distrust this indecent, old MacDonald raped a chicken head on the funny farm, and the cow jumped over the moon because he thought he was next. Like Conway Twitty said, I reckon old MacDonald had that want to in his eyes. Looking into the news and into politics, have y'all ever wondered why it always seemed that the news lied to us openly? I personally think that it's due to a sudden rush of panic. See, folks want the truth, but they can't handle the truth. They'll just take what they hear and run with it. Check this one out.
The facts compel the federal government to recognize that marijuana can be legitimate in terms of medical applications when carefully administered.
President Trump signed an executive order to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. The move could lead to eased regulations and more medical research.
It was just the other day, I was coming out of Dollar General, and a Negro stopped me and said, "Oh, shit. I saw it on the news. Trump done legalized them herbs and spices. I'm finna grow that red hair sesame now." Them white folks never shouldn't have done that. Y'all, I swear for good and gracious. At the same time he was saying that to me, another Negro popped up and said, if they make it legal, then they ought to free little Jimmy. He got 8 years and a $50,000 fine. He didn't have but 23 pounds of weed. Y'all, I just looked at him. Free Jimmy? Free gasoline. Matter of fact, while you at it, free vagina. They steadily raising the prices up on that stuff. And Negroes out here like me got too much dick to sell to be out here trying to buy it. All right now, and like always, we're going to close with a dose of reality. To me, this is the most important part of the show. This is the part that I want you all to really get. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. The ground is cold and it won't let nothing grow. We being violated by these crooked cops, and at the same time, crooked politicians are telling us that everything is going to be all right from a place far off distance from our crude, harsh reality. But what's real, y'all? What's real? Public servants aren't real with the public. They can come up with all types of distractions to keep our minds off focus, when in reality, it's the same old look up in the sky while I knock the hell out of you routine. Donald Trump running around here reclassifying marijuana. Now Negroes is talking about how good the weed is going to be. At the same time, we got our very own people that's causing these distractions, as if they done exposed something, talking about a all-white town out in Arkansas. In Arkansas. Like, there are many black folks in Arkansas other than Little Rock. Instead of talking about an all-white town, you want to keep up this distraction when you really should be talking about the poverty in Little Rock. The people that's looking for food to eat out in Little Rock, the unemployment, so on, and etc. But y'all, don't fall for the okie doke.